day of 2013 and I thought I would share with you my magic organic mineral broth, because otherwise in the new year everyone starts going on all these mad fad diets and they don't work. You know, dieting is out and healthy eating is in, so detox is the big word for January. All over the globe people are thinking, I've overindulged at Christmas, I've eaten too much chocolate, I've had too much alcohol, I've eaten too much meat and dairy and sugar, and so this is a very simple solution and it's from my kitchen pharmacy, and I'm going to show you really easily how you can make this amazing magic mineral broth, which is going to help discharge the excess, bring the body back into balance, and then you can just work away with simple eating and get all the heavy holiday foods out of your life. Everyone knows me as Marlene the Mermaid because I love sea vegetables. I've been eating seaweeds for decades, and quite rightly so, because now many research studies are showing not only is seaweed healthy, but it speeds up detoxification and weight loss because it blocks fat intakes and promotes fat burning. So, I mean, what an amazing vegetable to have in this mineral broth. The dried shiitake mushrooms, these amazing little mushrooms aid the liver in metabolizing your macronutrients, and that lessens the need for insulin production. I use these magic mushrooms for fast-acting detoxification with all my clients who embark on my Weight Loss Nature's Way program. They're amazing, powerful immune boosters. They're rich in antioxidants, they lower cholesterol, they're low in calories, they're high in fibre. Can you hear me getting excited? They're rich in protein, and they also act as a blood cleanser. They're truly magical, my magic mushrooms. Then I come to daikon radish. This is an amazing food to add into your diet. It hosts all the best vitamins and minerals to stimulate detoxification. It's a magical vegetable, superior to anything else I've ever used for years with clients. Our next piece of magic, some beautiful fresh ginger and garlic. Then we're going to put in some beautiful fresh parsley, and a great idea when you're using vegetables, just always keep the stems because they're loaded with nutrients and you can cut them down and add them to your mineral broth. Here I have 2 big onions, also using the skins, which still have a lot of minerals and vitamins in them. Some leek, celery and carrot. Next up is the butternut squash, skin on, seeds in. How easy can that be? And then some chopped kale, about 4 cups. Everything gets put together in my big magic stock pot on the stove. So the night before I like to soak the dried ingredients. So of course we were using the dried daikon, the dried shiitake mushrooms, and the dried piece of kombu. Now this allows, you know, the minerals to be leached out of these amazing vegetables, and it makes the broth really rich tasting. And all we're doing now is simply adding everything else in. Hands are clean, so just adding everything into the pot, taking it to the stove, bringing it to a boil with the lid on, and then we're going to simmer. I usually leave it for just between 1.5 to 2 hours to simmer down. You'll see the quantity of the broth obviously reducing as it concentrates. And this was the piece of broccoli, remember that I showed you? So we're ready to go to the stove. So remember, when you're bringing something to the boil, full heat on the gas, pop on the lid, and then when it starts to boil, we're going to remove the lid and let it simmer. So you see, when I'm at my happiest, I'm in here creating something in my Marlene's kitchen pharmacy. You can tell that I was one of these science geeks at school. I loved chemistry and all sorts of things, hence my funnel. No, seriously. All you have to do is take the pot, let it cool slightly because the handles can be warm. You're going to transfer the broth through your colander, very easy, into a big mixing bowl. And then to save making a mess, I always transfer the broth into a pouring jug over to my little funnel. And then all you're doing is simply not straining, it's already been strained, pouring into the bottle. Now that one pot yields 4 huge big bottles here of mineral broth, or more or less, but I've already had a cup. Now this is a fantastic way, as I said earlier in the video, to discharge the excess, you know, have a happy, healthy equilibrium in your body. And the wonderful thing about this is it abates sugar cravings just as much as the sweet vegetable tea, but this is a much more potent one because of the seaweed, the dried shiitake and the dried daikon, so it's a real potent detox broth. Now, if you go to my website, you can download my free ebook called Freedom from Cravings, and it explains all about dopamine, the little neurotransmitter in our brain that thwarts people's efforts from combating cravings. And when you read all about that, it will make it easier for you to understand and get sugar addiction being a thing of your past. I told you earlier I had 100 cans of Diet Coke removed from a client's life purely by drinking this broth. So this will last for up to 1 week in the refrigerator, and you can take it to work in a flask or you can drink it at room temperature, but also through the colder months it's obviously better to have it warm. So I wish you all a wonderful, happy, healthy 2014, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.